Hello, Gary Crowley here on the elbow joint pain relief page of doityourself.jointpainrelief.com. And here in step 1, I'm going to teach you to release your triceps, a muscle called your brachioradialis in the crux of your elbow here, and a muscle in the top of your forearm, all three of which can be causing your elbow joint pain. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to release your tricep muscles, and your triceps basically run down the back of your arm. They're the muscles that kind of straighten out your arm. And if they are tight in the bellies of the muscles, a lot of times you feel it where they attach in your elbow. Those bellies will pull on the joint and you feel it here, but the problem is up here. So we're going to do the press, hold, move technique on these triceps, where basically you feel into the tissue and you feel for where it's tight, because when it's tight, you feel where it's tender, because tender means too tight, and too tight means it's yanking on the joint. So you feel around for tender spots in these triceps, and then when you find a tender spot, you press on it and you hold, and then you move that muscle underneath the pressure in your joint, and basically you do that by straightening out and bending your arm. You feel that muscle move under your tissue. So that is the press, hold, move technique, and basically if you do that through this whole area and release all the tight tissue, a high percentage of the time that alone will just release any elbow joint pain you have. You can also do the press, pull, release technique, where you're pressing, pulling on that tender spot, releasing, pressing, pulling on that tender spot and releasing, never massaging. Massaging is just going to be a waste of your time. Press, pull, release, or press, hold, move, press, hold, move. We'll do that. Okay, so now step 1B, we're going to release a muscle called your brachioradialis in the crux of your elbow. So if you take your hand and you rest it on your thigh or on a pillow, kind of like this with your thumb facing up, your pinky facing down, you take your other thumb, put it in the crux of your elbow here, and if you kind of press, I'm kind of on the outer edge here a little bit, but I'm pressing into the outer edge. There is a muscle called, right there, called your brachioradialis. It helps bend your forearm so that it bends your elbow. So basically, as you do this, you'll feel that muscle move under your thumb. This is the press, hold, move technique. And if it's not tender, it's fine. I'm a little tender up here, a little closer to my bicep. That's a little tender. So as I release that with the press, hold, move, that gives my joint that much more freedom to move without being in pain. So that is step 1B. 1C that I recommend below is we're going to release your supinator muscle. And basically you put your hand on this pillow or your lap or the arm of a chair, and you press in this tissue basically on the probably the upper quarter of your forearm. And if you turn your hand like this and poke around, you'll feel the muscle under your thumb that does that. And if you press, hold, and move that muscle under your tissue, it will tend to let go. And again, free up that elbow so it's not getting torqued on. So that's the press, hold, move technique there. And as always, you can always just not move and do the press, pull, release, press, pull, release, press, pull, release, press, pull, release. And again, you're working with that tissue like it's clay or saran wrap. You are not massaging it, because that's going to get you nowhere. So that's step 1, and I will see you at step 2. Thank you.